Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do a real quick pre-series announcement video before I actually do the series that I'm going to do today. Now, let me go and tell you guys, you may already get a big clue with what series I'm doing today based on what you see on the screen. Does this look familiar to anyone? It might look a little bit different, but it's what you may think it is. You can get a big hint if you just look at certain things. For example, this. What does it say right here? Set 3 to 4. Right. And what was the thing that I had that actually had that sort of thing in it? The schedule. Let me go and tell you guys, that schedule that I made a few years ago actually is a pretty good one when it comes to everything. However, since I've done the schedule for so long, I'm going to try mixing it up a little bit, and that way I can also include more games into the schedule. The original schedule, guys, was very similar to this, but had games in different places or just different things like that. If you want an idea of what the original schedule was, go back to the old videos where I had actually described it, okay? Because I did make a few videos talking about the schedule, so, yeah. However, guys, this is a little bit different, but this is only a little bit of a test. If this schedule that I'm about to read out to you guys does not work, or it seems like a very bad idea, I'll go back to the original schedule, because I think the original schedule was perfect. See, one of the reasons why I never changed the schedule is because of the fact that, how can you? I rarely get anywhere near set 5 of EvoPop. The last few times I've done anything with EvoPop, I've gotten to this one, set 3. Occasionally maybe set 4, but it's more of set 3 than anything. And that's why changing the schedule would be really a bad idea. Because changing the schedule makes it to where it's even harder to get stuff done in, because I don't do every single set you see guys see on the screen. I don't, and the last little while I haven't done it that much whatsoever. So, yeah, I mean, that's part of the problem with everything, though. I love the games that I play. I'd like to include different ones, but with our limited schedule and me not having, like, the actual time, because the thing is, guys, once I get bored playing games, I'm done. There's no easy way for me to actually go back to it. There is another announcement I want to make, but I want to go over the schedule first. I mean, it's a very quick announcement. Actually, I'll go and make it now. Since it's a very short announcement, I need to go ahead and tell you this announcement right now. The very short announcement is this, guys. Off camera, I went ahead and unlocked every fish but a few in the first ocean in Hungry Fish IO. Now, here's the thing. I've got a new ocean unlocked, but I'm willing to do something different when I actually play that game. When I do that game, guys, we are going to go back to the very first fish in the first ocean. Then, I'm going to play at least one match until I get really big with him. Although with the first few fish, really big might only be like level... The main thing when I'm saying very big, I mainly mean trying to get to level 7 or 8 or level 10 or wherever it is that they fully grow up at. That's what I mean by very big. Because it's hard with some of the fish to actually get gigantic, and that's why it's kind of difficult for me to do. But the idea is, for the next video, go through every single fish that I have unlocked and try to get them at least level 10 or whatever is the fully adult stage. Once I do that and have a good time, we'll move on to the next fish and keep going through every fish we have. There still was like 1, 2, or 3 fish I don't have unlocked, but I'm not that far away from all of them. In fact, if I put the time in, I could probably even unlock one of the fishes during today's session as long as I do it off camera. So, yeah. If we get through all the fish in one time, I will go ahead and go to the new ocean and show off the one new fish that I have. I try to unlock something new for that, but until I can get the silhouette unlocked where we can see what the fish is, I can't do anything about it. So, yeah. But generally, guys, other than that, everything else is basically the same when it comes to that game. We will have some fun with that game, and I will see about taking advantage of the actual game that's on there. However, guys, if you look at the schedule we have, you'll notice that it's a little bit differently. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. You may see certain things. Like if you look at certain sets, for example, set 4 to 5, you'll see the word or. And the same thing for the one below it. Why do you think the word or is there? That's because that's the problem making a new schedule. There's so many games that I want to do for videos, but if I'm condensing it down to one particular set, it's hard to actually get to that point. I mean, you can already see a big difference. For example, if you look set 4 to set 5, what does it say right there? It says upright games or tablet games. But you'll also see other things, like in set 2 to 3, where you see the little parentheses and having a game or some other games inside of that. I want to get into that, but first off, guys, let me go and tell you the schedule. I'm not going to read out the games in between yet because I'm going to save that as the last thing I talk about. But generally, I'm not going to do this every single time we do this series. But for this session today, we're going to try it out and see if it works. This time, instead of doing the .io games, after set 1, and while we wait to get to set 2, there's 2 particular games that we can either do, or if I have enough time and stop early enough, I'll try doing both of them. Set 1 to set 2, you'll have Snake Rivals or Roblox. Or, if you want to say it this way, Snake Rivals and or Roblox. There's a possibility there could only one of these games could be in there. There's a possibility that both of them could be in there if I stop it early enough. If I want to include Snake Rivals in something, though, I'll either not have to do Classic Mode, or I'll have to do Roblox first, play it for only like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then go on to Snake Rivals. From there, guys, set 2 and 3 is basically the same thing as what you used to see in set 1, set 2. You will have the .io games. You also may see the little slash right there in between it. I didn't have enough time or enough room to put or and fit the word hungry in there, so I did it this way. So in set 2 to 3, you have the .io games or hungry games, such as Hungry Dragon or Hungry Shark World. As you see right there, there's where our first parentheses comes in. It says hungryfish.io especially. That's what ESP stands for. I shortened especially down. So, yeah. This is generally where we'll be playing that game I was just talking about a while ago. This is where we'll start going through all the fish. We're not going to do it the entire time, like I said, because I am going to try to include... If we stick to the schedule, I'm going to try to include some of these games in here somewhere so we can actually have fun with it. So, yeah. From there, guys, set 3 to set 4 will be Castle Crush. That's right, guys. Castle Crush has been moved down. That's one of the best reasons why one of the best reasons why, though, is because Castle Crush is one of them games that, like, are fun, but one, I don't want to get bored playing it from playing it so much. And two, let me go and tell you guys, the story mode is on today. However, based on what I had to go through earlier, you won't have fun doing that. You guys may will, but for my mental sanity, I can't. I might try doing 1 or 2 rounds, but I'm giving you guys a warning. The minute somebody decides to use the Fill My Curse lady, we're out. We're not doing it anymore. I might try the story mode once or twice, but if somebody starts doing that, nope. So, yeah. But the main reason why I moved Castle Crush down is because, like I said, I do it way too much to begin with, and I need to give other games time to shine. There ain't no secondary game in set 3 or set 4, but if I think Castle Crush is getting boring, I can actually take any of these games that I've had fun with and actually move them up to that. So maybe in set 3, set 4, even though it don't say it, I can have Castle Crush, but if I get bored, maybe play Snake Rivals. or play, let's say, um, the Dino Mutant game. So, yeah. Speaking of that, guys, that's where set 4 to set 5 comes in. This is generally where I don't go any further because I don't get to set 5 very often. I rarely do. I can get to set 4 a good bit of the time, but usually I can never last that long afterwards to get to set 5. But if I do make it that, excuse me, if I do make it that far, you have two options for games. Either upright games like Dinosaur Mutant, Monster Dice, I Am Monster if I have something to do with it, Magikarp Jump, games like that. Or something we don't really do that much anymore, tablet games. So maybe once we get May, if I don't want to do any upright games or we've done way too much of it and we still have enough time, I'll actually go get my tablet if it has enough charge on it and actually play some of them. So yeah. But just like this one up here, you'll also notice that there's also stuff in parentheses down here. When it comes to upright games, guys, the most games you're going to see are Monster Dice or Dinosaur Mutant. So, yeah, the main reason for that's because I had a ton of fun with both those games. Monster Dice is one of them games that I just wish had more to them. Like, I like the growth thing and all that stuff, but I wish there was a way you could get, like, 2, 3, 4, 5 different dice of that giant growth um, without having to be on them levels that have the little dice spaces. Them levels are so hard to get, and there's only, like, 2 different ones you can get out of them. 2 or 3 of them you can get that have the little dice spaces on them, and it's just extremely dumb. But other than that, it's a great game. Dinosaur Mutant is the exact same way. I love the game, just hate how hard it is to get a level flipping 15 dinosaur or something like that. Because the problem was I finally did get a green dinosaur during one of the last sessions I've done of the game. But it took so much of my dinosaurs to flip and get to it that by the time I really had to flip and let dinosaurs go in there, get knocked out. I can't say the actual other word on YouTube, but go into the battle, get knocked out, and then watch videos to revive them. Then bring them back into that fight until we won. I've got the green dinosaur from that, but now the problem is they're getting even more hard to deal with. There is another one at level 60 we could get to, but if we just now got a level 15, like a level 13 to 15 green dinosaur, what the frick are we going to do? Because I tell you this, level 5s and level 8s cannot deal with that crap. They can't. It's not good. So, yeah. Like I said, guys, it's just a little brief description of what you're going to get, but let me real quickly run through it without skipping a beat. So, yeah. Set 1 to set 2, Snake Rivals, and or Roblox. Set 2 to 3, .io games, or Hungry Games. When it comes to .io games, I guess you could count for both since they both have the word hungry in them. When it comes to .io games or Hungry Games, you could say that Hungryfish.io will be one of the best ones in there. Set 3 to 4, Castle Crush. Like I said, Castle Crush gets done way too much, and I just want to flip and be able to give other games a chance that don't have none. Snake Rivals is one of the games that get overlooked. I like Snake Rivals, just hate the stuff that I get stuck with. Just like with Castle Crush. I love Castle Crush, just hate the real people that play it. Same thing with Snake Rivals. Love the game, hate the people that play it. So yeah, no offense to them or anything, I just don't like how much of a bully they can be to a person that just started. I mean, if you just watch some of the videos I've done in the game, you'll see exactly what I mean. I'm sitting over there calmly slithering around, and next minute some dirtbag will come out of nowhere and knock me out. Or in a classic game, if you just start, fireball gets shot right at you, and you go down instantly. So, yeah. Same thing with Castle Crush, guys. I love the game, just don't like the people that play because everybody's just rushing strategies and feel my curse. But anyway, after Castle Crushing set 3 to set 4, we got set 4 to set 5, where we'll do the upright games or tablet games. So different, like I said, different upright games like Monster Dice, Dino Mutant, Magikarp Jump. Like I said, if I have enough time or if I have something done in them that I can actually show you guys, I Am Monster, things like that. So, yeah. Like I said, the schedule's not going to be used for everything, but this is what I'm going to try for today's session, and we'll see how that works out for us. Okay, guys? I'll see you guys in just a few minutes whenever I start the session. I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, everyone, I want you guys to be the very best, like no one ever was, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.